To Extra Perspective on ABC7, Governor Greg Abbott calling on Texans, especially those running for office, to take a pledge to support law enforcement, calling it Back the Blue. It follows a national movement to defund police departments, one highly criticized by Republicans, including President Donald Trump. Today, Governor Abbott proposed legislation to protect police funding across the state.
It is particularly offensive that some cities are disrespecting and even defunding our law enforcement agencies in communities across the state. Cities must prioritize public safety.
Abbott is considering dramatic legislation that, if passed by lawmakers, would allow the state to take over the Austin Police Department, controlling its operations and budget decisions at the city's expense.
But one El Paso legislator says this is much more than a hashtag and much more complex. State Representative Joe Moody says he's disappointed by the Republican leadership now, quote, hyper-politicizing the one policy arena that has enjoyed bipartisan support.
We have done a very good job of just lobbing responsibilities onto police officers, whether they be mental health issues or homelessness or substance use. Those are all issues that most people didn't get in the police force to handle. And so we need to properly align those issues with the resources that they deserve. And so you start with that conversation. What do we want it to look like? And then you come up with a price tag. And that's really secondary. But, unfortunately, I can't say that in a nice hashtag.
Representative Moody says he's hopeful cooler heads will prevail after the election and real discussions about policy can happen when the legislature is back in session in January. Fellow Democrat and El Paso County Commissioner David Stout agreed, saying it's about reimagining public safety. He writes in a statement, in part, quote, "What I am not talking about, to be clear, is abolishing the police. I see the benefits of having a highly educated and trained police force, but we need to have serious conversations about what we want them to do," end quote. Commissioner Stout adds, using terminology like defunding police only, quote, serves as a dog whistle for those like Governor Abbott who want to mislead the public into thinking that by reimagining public safety, we're going to have less safe communities. That is far from the truth, end quote.
Politics or posturing, the debate could have real impact on policing. Take a look. In Austin, City Council voted last month to slash police funding by a third, nearly $150 million. And last night in Dallas, its council voted to cut the police overtime budget by $7 million. We checked locally. The El Paso County budget does not have cuts to the sheriff's office budget beyond the trims asked of all departments due to the pandemic. That's according to a spokesman for Commissioner Stout. As far as El Paso Police, we checked their budget, and it calls for a 3% increase. El Paso City Council did approve an ordinance calling for deeper review of practices. Council is set to receive its first update on this issue on Monday. ABC7 will be sure to update you about what happens.